Sorry?
Who's Victoria?
Queen Victoria.
And why does she get her own yard?
So she gets her own yard because this is Victoria Street, and I think that's how they came up with the name.
Okay.
So it's from the road name, which was originally our dear old Dame Queen Victoria.
Come along, we are free-spirited people.
What's your favorite part of this place?
I think the gardens, definitely, and also the interaction with the community is important. And I like that. You know, we've got 2 little NGOs here that the kids basically have the daily activities here. They get a meal, and it's nice just for them to be able to feel free. They come to my office and Uncle PJ, can we have fruit, and that sort of thing. So that really resonates with me.
Over the years, this whole precinct became sort of a chop shop for local entrepreneurs who were fixing cars. And then, what happened is a couple of guys got together and the developer for 44 Stanley, Brian Green, and 1 or 2 other property developers got together and said, guys, this is an incredible, historical property. Let's do something cool with it. And that's how Victoria Arts was born about, 8-10 years ago now.
The idea was to turn it into an urban city farm, and then later it became /school. The next thing was I wanted to fill the place with artists and artisans and some kind of education that slotted into a gap in the South African education market, so get some kind of artisanal skill sets being developed in this area. We want to formalize it to a point that people can eventually come in from the community and walk out with some kind of accreditation. But it's more about woodworkers, steel workers and silk screeners and artists and people that support the arts.
The most extraordinary thing for me about Victoria Arts, besides the people, because with any project, the success of it comes down to people, is the extraordinary garden. So Tony, like I said, our gardener virtuoso, has really created something extraordinary. The majority of the gardens are fruit gardens. The produce is sold to the tenants and the community. Doesn't quite cover costs yet, but we eventually hope to get there. But it's not just a fruit garden, it's done beautifully. So for example, these are mulberry trees on the left hand side. It's actually in winter they look quite extraordinary. They look like they're from another planet, the way that they've been pruned. And the thought that's been given to little birds, and yet the jackal and the virtual gardens and the studios that are mixed in between. James the Daly's artist, the Kingfisher, prune and peach orchard actually. So this is actually pruned by the students at Lifestyle College as part of their curriculum every year to come and prune these trees. It's actually the first year this year where the fruit is being large enough to eat. This is the deli here. This is our tiered drive where we do a lot of events, and for First Sunday we have lots of eating, drinking, entertaining on these terrace lawns. It's where you can really experience how South Africans can work together in the spirit of community and the variety of products that are made in South Africa here. You can see, and to meet the makers, to meet the artisans who make the products. We love engaging with people, and we love hearing their opinions. about all his work that he's done with the wilds and restoring it. And there, he actually took all of these to New York and did little pop-ups with installations in New York. So it's really expansive, this place. Because our soldering glass, they do the soldering. All the ladies from the community sit and they solder the solar panels to those jobs. And this is Seppo. You might have heard of Seppo Jeans. He's our Victoria Yard celebrity. He's got a shop in Hyde Park and in Sandton now. He started here at Victoria Yards. Here, different like printing techniques done by plastic here. You get lost in the corn. I mean, have you ever seen such big corn outside of Carolina? You know, to give you an idea, I want to stand in Tony's garden, but goodness, how big is the corn? So
And this gets sold as well.
Yeah, everything gets sold. And you can still see the remnants, you know, the old oiling systems and chimneys. This is our bridge for our urban animals so that they can cross the river. We're doing another pedestrian bridge. So when you walk up on this side, you'll see what it used to look like. There's still the remnants of chop shop cars being repaired up at the top there. We've got several NGOs. We've got Same Study. So the top left, we've got People's Pantry, which is a soup kitchen. We've got a music room here as well, and then other manufacturing premises for fashion, also for Sun & Glance, for their solar lamps. This is really, I suppose, our fashion, quite a big of our fashion district. So we've got Coop here, who manufactures for everybody from Edcon to Truworths, and they also sport a number of independent designers as well. Alessa from Manso, she's just done a collaboration with Woolworths, I think, actually. And so she's very high fashion. She's based in there. Upstairs, there's another CMT that focuses on sort of more ready-to-wear fashion, but different high fashion items. Here's another NGO. This is Makers Valley. This is really quite involved with the American Embassy, where they do a lot for kids in terms of mentorship, what to do after school. They've got different courses, internet exposure, and just really general life skills. So this is the bottom of the deli where all of the meat gets cured. You'll see it from the top. And also, Victoria is a lot of, revolves a lot around water. Water is life. And peach orchard, actually. So this is actually pruned by the students at Lifestyle College as part of their curriculum every year to come and prune these trees. It's actually the first year this year where the fruit has been large enough to eat. That's no indication of what you're filming now because those are very tiny. But the majority of the trees now, their fruit bearing is large enough to eat. This is nice. There's a shwe. We do the shwe bags and use recycled materials on the lining and the inside. And then Handmade Collective, this is the ladies that I work with. These are their own products that they make. They would do some work for me and they also do work for themselves. It's more of a hybrid community project model. So everyone has their own business, they own their own sewing machines, they pay rent to be here, and when they're not doing work for me or when they're not doing their own work, vice versa, it just would make sense. And then here's our BYY store, and this is really a collection of what you can buy at Victoria Yards.
All just equal. Did you know, did you know, did you know that love is much cheaper? Oh, much. Sing along, sing along, sing along, 'cause love is the secret. Stand up and shine. up your head, you'll be just fine. Lift up your head, you'll be alright. 'Cause we are the youth, stand up and shine. We all want, all we want is to be free and loved. All we want is to be free. Chase the sun, sing along.